Today is the 25th of August 2023, and I would like to talk about topic more average. Yes, okay. What I mean by that is the mean, median, the mode, median, mean, and range. Okay. Thank you to everyone who has been watching our videos. Please consider subscribing, sharing, liking, and following us. Okay. If you are using your parents' account, please ask permission before you do that. Okay. Thank you very much. I normally write in the comment section, please follow my notes/script. For instance, this year is 306. So if I say 36, it's not. You should follow what is on the notes, okay? Because I normally do the notes myself and go through over and over again and make sure what I'm giving you is right. Okay, so please follow the note. It might come out as something else, but for instance, this is 1092, 1092. Okay, so follow what the pen is pointing to at that time. And then the last one, scammers. Okay, they are everywhere. They're on the internet. If you allow them, they will take money from you. Okay, so beware of them. Okay, I won't send you a link to put money in an account. I don't even have a foreign account anywhere. Okay, so please, and I don't know an orphanage, and I don't have a charity. Okay, there are some charities I'm interested in, but once in a while I will donate money, or maybe go to the high street and just give out some clothes, okay, or maybe put them in a bag so that they will come for it. But apart from that, I won't be doing that. Okay, thank you very much on that. Okay, I'll recap. Last lesson, we look at how to do the stem and leaf diagrams. We had 40 patients who visited an A&E on a particular day in a time slot. Okay, we're not told the time slot, but there were 40 patients, and we had their height, the measurement of their height, and we use it to find the mode, median, mean, and range. Okay, now today for our starter, I want to bring another question. Normally in the foundation level, they might most of the time give you the table to fill out. If you are doing a higher paper, there is a possibility they might not. Okay, but if they give you the table to complete, then it means that there are a lot of questions that will follow. So they are looking at the time, because they have looked at the questions over and over again to see how much time you should spend on each question. So you don't want to do it and do it and do it. So instead of 10 minutes for a question, you end up using like 20 minutes, and then you get agitated and then you rush through the question. You want to do it once in a while. So that is why I keep on encouraging you with this kind of questions. It's most likely you will use a calculator. So start getting used to your calculator. Okay, don't always do it on the phone. Use your calculator so that you start getting used to the functions. Okay, now this is not a group data. Okay, and it's a lot of data, 120 of them. Okay, they haven't given you the data, but they said a shop owner realized that the Skittles sweets were not of the same quantity. Okay, in this place you can have a Skittle for 15p, the smaller bag, and you can have the light Skittle for maybe £1 or £1.20. But in some countries, it's not all the children who can even afford Skittles. So the shop owners might open the bag, divide it into 5 parts. So maybe if the big bag is £1, then they might sell it for an equivalent amount of 20p. Okay, it happens a lot in other places, in other countries. Even in this country, some corner shops might do that so that no child is left out. So if you have maybe 20p, you can still buy something. Okay, so this kind of data, so look at the eggs. You can't group them because it's between 51 and 57. Even if you group them, you have 51 to 52, 53 to 54, 55 to 56, so 57 get left out. So if you are lucky, you might have a question like this, where they'll just give you the X and then they'll give you the frequency. In this situation, you don't have to find the midpoint, okay, because you can't group them. Okay, so and then they've given you the frequency, so your X here will not be your midpoint. It will be your X, the group times the frequency. Okay, so if you multiply that, you have 51 times 6, which is 306. 52 times 21, which is 1092. 53 times 11, which is 583. 54 times 37, which is 1998. 55 times 9, which is 495. 56 times 17, which is 952. 57 times 19, which is 1083. In this case, your data is not grouped, so you can't find the midpoint. And it's not a data of like 10 where you can add all of them up, okay, and divide by the number there are. So you still have to go through multiplying. So immediately you do that, you know that the summation of frequency is 120. And then, because it occurs 51 times, Okay, 51 occurs 6 times. Okay, so the bag of Skittles here, they realize that they have 6 of the 51. So maybe it came in bulk, 120 of them, and then they realized that they are all not of the same amount, so that they can report it back, because they opened it and they were dividing it to sell it in smaller portions, so that even if a child has 20p, the child can afford one for themselves, okay, after school, because it's not every child that always has a pound. Okay, that is real life. Okay, so now straight away I can find my mean. So the main skittle here is summation f of x, which is 6509, which is here. Okay, you can also add divided by 120. So you have approximately 54 skittles to the nearest whole number. Okay, you can't have skittles, it's a small sweet. Okay, so you can't have 0.000. So here again, be mindful. So if you 54 skittles is your main. So if you have things like matches, skittles, chocolates, the chocolate that celebrations, you can't have like 2.01 of them. You can only have whole numbered peanuts. Okay, so be mindful of the question, what they are giving you to solve. So in this case, it's skittles. So to the nearest whole number is 54 skittles. So that is what I've put in the box. I've always said you don't have to draw this box because of presentation. That's why I'm trying to draw the boxes so that you understand. So we've done with our first average mean. In the question, if they have not asked you to do it, don't do it. I'm trying to show you how to do it. Okay, but if they haven't asked you, please don't waste time and do all the 4 of them, because you won't get marks for what they haven't asked you to do, even though your answer may be right. Now, the median skittle. So if you look at the frequency, you realize that your median skittle is f of x divided by 20. So you divide 120 divided by 2, sorry. So your total summation is 120 divided by 2. So it will be your 60th skittles. So what have we been doing? You will add the frequency till you get to the group that has the 60th. Okay, and that group will be your median skittle. So now, if you do that, the 60th skittles falls in the 54th group. Okay, now let's check and see. So we want the 60th. So the first 6 will be 27. Okay, and then you add 27 to 11. Okay, so 27 add 11 will give you 38. Okay, and then the next one is 37. So when you add 37 to 38, you get 75. So you can easily say that this is the median group because the 60th skittle will be in this group. Okay, the first three groups is adding to 38 of the first few skittles is 38. So the median will not be in this group. The median will be in the next group because it will be the 60th or the 61. But you know that in this group, all of them are 54. So whether you add them together and divide by 2, you will still get the same number. So this will be your median skittle. So your median skittle will be 54 skittles. I hope I'm clear on that. So in a table format like this is how you can find your median. Okay. Now the range. The lowest bag is 51. The highest bag is 57. So the range is 6 skittles difference. So some of them, the lowest is 51 skittles and the highest. So the most in a bag is 57. The least is 51. Okay, here again, it's not group data. We can group them. And I hope in the foundation level, they will give you the table so that it will be easy. But maybe in a higher paper or in an additional maths paper, they might not give you this. You will have to work it out because straight away you realize that even if you group them, there is 57 left over. So you might not be able to do that. Okay, so you might have to, and even if they give you the data, you realize that, so the only way you can do it is to solve it this way without the midpoint. Okay, so we found the range. Okay, the mode is the last bit, which is the one that occurs the most, which is 54. Okay, 37 of them at 54 of them. Okay, this is the skittle bag that occurs the most. So that becomes your mode. Okay, so in a small table, I've put down the mean, the median, the range, okay, and the mode. Is that okay? You don't have to do it, but just to summarize everything we've done. Now, the trick about some of these average questions are, here is straightforward to find the mean. You just multiply, get your total, and divide. It's also easier to find the median. The range and the mode, you can easily see them on the table. So if I were in an exam, I will find the mode and the range if I've been asked to. Okay, and then do the median and do the mean last. Okay, because I can find the mode and the range without doing these two. Okay, so I'll rather start from the one that I can easily do first. Okay, and then go towards the difficult one because this involve a bit of calculations. So if I'm asked to find the 4 averages, I'll do the mode because I can easily see that. Okay, even if I have to arrange and do the table, I'll write the mode answer there and then find the range. That is if I've been asked to do it. and then maybe do the median, and then do the mean. Okay, the mean will be my last because it has a bit of multiplication so that I can have time to do it. Okay, but if they ask you to do all the 4 of these, then they will give you the time to do it. I hope I'm clear on that. Okay, now let's go back to what we started yesterday. So yesterday we started looking at the stem and leaf diagram, and we did our first example with 40 data from A and E, the height. Okay, today we want to look at the weight of 40 people who took part in a summer school program. Okay, it's summer, it's holidays. So if you have an opportunity to go for a program, maybe they want your weight just to see whether they want to involve an exercise activity in the morning, because at times some of these summer school programs, it takes like a week long, okay, or maybe 2 weeks, and you'll be away from home. So they might want to engage you. They will feed you well, but they will also want to give you activities that refreshes you. Okay, so before they went in, they took the weight of all the patients and the people involved. There were 40 of them, and the weight is in kilograms. So here also, remember you are working in weights. Okay, so if you are working in weights and you get 1 decimal place or 2 decimal place, it's okay. Okay, but if you are working with a visits or people who went to the shop and or skittles, as we just saw, and you get 1 decimal place, then you might have to round up. Okay, now what we said yesterday, the first digit each piece data is a numerical order on the stem. So if you have 29, your 2 goes on the stem, and then your 9 goes on the leaf, but you have to leave a key. Okay, put the other digits in proper row. So if you have 29, put it where the 2 is. Don't go and put it where the 3 is, because when you put it where the 3 is, it means it's a 39. Okay, redraw the diagram, putting the data in increasing order. So first of all, you might have to scan your data and then use a pencil to cross it out, which I have just done, and make sure you just get the data in the stem and leaf diagram, but straight away rearrange them in increasing order, and it will be easier for you to get the median and the mode. Okay, you can easily see which one occurs the most. Okay, remember to add a key. If you don't add the key, they might or might not penalize you for that. Okay, but assume the examiner or the marker doesn't know, so he's just following maybe the answering mark. So please leave a key. Okay, your teacher might know and write it in your book, but if it's an exam, remember to leave a key. So these are the weights. Okay, let me quickly scan through so that you can see properly and draw it closer. So I'll give it to you in sections. You can pause and write it down. Okay, so this is another section. Okay, because if I take all up, you might not be able to see it. So this is the first 4. Okay, the next 6. Okay, all is 40 because I've counted them, and hopefully you can see this one. Okay, so if I do the unarranged data, so first of all I have a pencil, so and I realize that it's from 20 to 75 after scanning through. Okay, 75 is there, 20. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's my key. So 2 is under the stem, 9 is under the leaves. Okay, so I just wrote 10s and 1s so that you know that 2 is 20, 3 is 30, and then the leaves. Okay, so now I did 20, cross it out, 2, and I put 0. 42, so I put 2 by 4. 38, okay, so I put 8 here. 45, so I put 5 there. 46, so I put 6 there. 39, so I put 9 by 3. 52, so I put a 2 by 5. 33, so I put a 3 by the 3. 50, so I put 0. Okay, 56. 75, so I put 5. Okay, so that would be my first row, there. So I've done the first row. Okay, and I've gone through all the data, and I've put them all here. This data now has been organized this way. Okay, so I know 20 is 20, 24 is 24, 29 is 29, 38 is 38, 39 is 39, and so on. So this is the unarranged there. Okay, now in another stem and leaf diagram, I quickly arrange this. The first one is easy because it's 20, 24, and 29, so I'll just repeat it. Okay, the second one, I have 33 once, so 33, 36 once, so 6, 37 twice, so 37, and then 38, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 of the 38 and 2 39s, 1 and 2. So there. Okay. The 40 column, I have 1 1 here, so 1 1, and then 42 2 2 there, 44 there, 45 there, 46 2 of them there, and then 48 the last one. In the 50th column, I have 1 2 3 of 50, so 1 2 3, and then I have a 1, so 1. I have a 2, so 2. I have a 4, so 4. I have 2 6s, So 2 of my 6s and 7. Now in the 60 column I have only 64, so I repeat that. In the 7 column I have 2, 3 and 5, so 2, 3 and 5. Okay, so now here, if I'll look out for what I've been asked to find, okay, if they ask me to find the mean, maybe that'll be it. But for the sake of example, my range will be 75, which is the highest, and 20. So straight away, I can easily find that. So 75 minus 20 is 55. So this is the range weight, okay, of the people that came to the summer school. Okay, now the modal weight, if you look at that range, 38 occurs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So that is the modal weight. So I've done the first two. Now the median weight, I have 40, and so it will be the two middle number, 20 and 21st. Okay, so now I'll count because it's in ascending order. Okay, so from 29 I go to 33, so I'm looking for the 20th and the 21st, and then I'll add them together and divide by 2. If I have only one middle number, then that will be my median. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 42 and 42. When you add them together, you have 84 over 2, which is still 42. Okay, so it makes sense, because if you have two middle numbers that are the same, it will still give you the same thing. Okay, now the mean weight for stem and leaf diagram, they might or they might not. Okay, so yesterday I told you that you can add them in rows, and then you add them. That'll be F, the total of all the numbers. Okay, so here you can also decide to add everything here in this row, or add them all up this way, and then you total all the 10 numbers, or add them all up this way, and then you total the 4 numbers. Okay, make sure because if the calculator gives you the wrong answer and you write it down, then at the end of the day you are going to be giving a wrong answer. Okay, so with this I had to do it several times. So what I did is 20 add 24 add 29, so I got 73. Okay, you can pause here and do it. 33 add 36 add 37 add 37. So make sure you are adding it right. You have 5 to 5 for the 30. For the 40 column is 41, add 41, add 20, 42, add 42, add 44, add 45, add 46, add 46, add 47, add 48. So here you get 442. If you add everything in the 50th section, column, row, you got 476. 64, you repeat 64. In the 70th row, you have 222, 220. So if you add all these numbers up, you have 1800. Okay, so now your 1800 you divide by 40. Okay, and you get 45. The problem with doing it on the arranges, if you miss a number, it will affect your answer. Okay, but if you can use your first data and do it. Okay, but assuming you did your stem and leaf diagram right, then this will be the easiest to do. And some of the times they might not even ask you to find the mean on a stem and leaf diagram question. They might just ask you to find the median, range, and mode. Okay, so now we've done all of that, and we totaled it up, and we got 45 kilograms. So now everything, the range weight is 55 kilograms. The modal weight is 38 kilograms of the people that came to the summer school. The median weight is 42 kilograms. The mean weight is 45 kilograms. Okay, I had to do it several times to be sure, and it's 45, so you can also try it. Okay, so we've done a lot of averages. We look at a lot of examples. Okay, so thank you for watching our lesson today, our video today, and I'll see you in the next. Thank you.